We are Group 3 presenting our Airborne Express case. In terms of the evolution of the express mail industry, the industry underwent massive changes in a single decade. Shipment volumes increased 15 to 20%, and firms offered more and more services such as package tracking and guaranteed delivery. Prices fell as companies competed for fewer loyal customers, and spending increased on massive media campaigns. There was also technological advancements such as automation, international expansion, and companies began purchasing fleets of planes. The growth effects on smaller competitors. Well, with the vast sums of money that the big shippers invested into their operations and the downward pressure on prices, smaller companies were forced to find a niche segment in order to remain viable. For example, BAX specialized in heavyweight business cargo, while RPS focused on cheap two-day ground shipping.
While Airborne felt the same pressure from these 900-pound gorillas, they were able to capture 16% of the domestic mail market by offering a low-cost service to a narrow customer segment. Airborne focused on business-to-business customers centered in major metropolitan cities shipping perishable items on a regular basis. By focusing on this target market, Airborne was able to add value to their customers by offering solution-oriented service. As critical to Airborne's success as what they chose to do is what they chose not to do. Airborne did not invest heavily in IT, did not guarantee delivery by 10:30 a.m., did not have a major website functionality, and did not participate in national advertising. By using a focused strategy and adding unique additional value to a flooded market, this company was able to prosper in the parcel delivery industry.
Airborne is a narrow segment cost leader that focused strictly on B2B customers that shipped in large volumes and only to business locations. Airborne stayed away from customers who only shipped seasonally to ensure it could always meet its core customers' demands. Over 80% of its volume was focused on the top 50 metro areas, and it focused on afternoon and second-day delivery, which could utilize trucks to lower costs. Airborne's cost advantages were hard to replicate. Airborne owned its own airport and used patented shipping containers that could be fitted into a variety of aircraft. It kept labor costs down by using independent contractors for pickup and delivery and by using part-time workers in a rural location for sorting. It created complements by warehousing customer stock at the airport. Airborne got the shipping and storage revenue, and customers could promise next-day delivery.
Operations at Airborne were always focused on cost reduction. They employed many part-time, non-union employees, saving about 30% on their hub labor costs. By focusing on fewer clients with large quantities of shipments, they could process more packages with fewer stops, significantly reducing the cost of pickup and delivery costs. They bought used aircraft and ran them at 80% capacity, 10 to 15% more than their competitors. By focusing on B2B commerce, they could avoid the use of mass media advertising and expenses of retail outlets. They also purchased their airport hub and rented warehouse space to clients, increasing revenues and lowering pickup expenses for high-volume clients.
Airborne has the infrastructure and experience in specialized B2B shipping, and if they continue in this path, they will find less powerful buyers with high switching costs and fewer substitutes. The industry has moved towards distance-based pricing, and in order to reap more of their added value, they need to follow the lead of UPS and FedEx. They should also consider an acquisition or merger with RPS, which would strengthen the company's ground transportation service, lower costs, and cut into UPS's traditional customer base. Finally, we recommend that Airborne expand its international operations to remain competitive and keep up with globalization. Because FedEx showed this was prohibitively expensive, they should do so by partnering with DHL, the global leaders in international shipping.
The express mail industry underwent massive changes. To compete with UPS and FedEx, Airborne found its niche by servicing B2B customers only, focused cost savings in aircraft and labor and facilities. Airborne's model was not easy for competitors to replicate. Even so, Airborne needed to look for partnerships with other shippers to grow and sustain value over time.
And